Look, guys, we're coming to you a little differently. This week it has been extremely cold here in North Carolina, which is pretty rare. We've been down in the below freezing now for going on over 80 hours. Didn't get a whole lot of snow where we're at. It kind of went east of us in the second storm, and then the first storm kind of went north of us, so we've lucked out on that, which is pretty usual for the south. But we're cold. So we're going to be doing some interior, inside videos, I should say, and we kind of come up with this nifty idea that we used to do where we picked featured coaches and featured a couple coaches a week. We're going to do it a little differently to get started. We're going to feature, and we're going to do it in person, kind of where we're here on the screen talking about them, a little more personable. But we're going to get started, and we're going to go through all of our inventory. Right now, we're at 51. I am expecting to list roughly 9 or 10 more coaches in the next week, so we'll be up to 60. So this will probably be broke up into 10 coaches per video. Which will be about 6 videos unless inventory keeps going up. But once we get through all of the 60 coaches, my hope then is to do featured coaches of the week, which will be new listings or price drops and things of that nature. But guys, before we get started, just want to hit briefly, don't know how many people have been following along with the election, following along with what Trump's talking about doing. He is definitely talking about tariffs. He is hammering down on that. At the time of filming this video, it's Thursday. You'll probably see it on Friday. But he was in doing the Addressing the World Economy, I think, in Switzerland today. And he was basically hammering down on doing tariffs to Mexico and Canada, both, and then possibly increasing the ones on China. Hasn't said a whole lot about Europe, so Van Hool and Tempsa, those we don't know yet. But for Prevo MCIs, definitely being that they're manufactured in Canada, tariffs would affect them. And that's not a small increase. I mean, 20% could be more than $100,000. And to think it would not have an impact on the used coaches would be foolish. And the used coaches may be affected 5%, 10%, 20%, 30%. Depends on how many coaches are available and how many people are trying to buy used. Just something to keep in the back of your mind if you're on the sideline for a used coach. Anyway, here's our homepage. If you ever go to our homepage, most of the time we link you directly to our inventory. Of course, you can click here or here. We sometimes have featured coaches. Don't have those put up right now. But just click See All Inventory. You'll go there. Of course, you can sort by price, make, model, things like that there. You can also sort by the location, sort by the type of coach. If you're looking for a full size, a conversion, a shuttle bus, or even the brand. This is my favorite one here. A lot of you guys have a specific brand that you want. There's a way to narrow it down to just that. And then, of course, by price. But yeah, so let's get started, though. Jeremy's going to kick us off and talk to us about this 2010 Ford E450 briefly.
Yeah, Matt, I'm going to tell you about this 2010 Ford E50 that you see Matt's got pulled up for right there. As he's scrolling down on the pictures, you can see, I'll tell you that it has a gas engine and an automatic transmission. It is here on our lot in North Carolina. There's a couple of unique things about this one as he's scrolling around on the outside. This is a party bus. It has that traditional outside as he's scrolling here, but inside it has like leather couch seating, and at the bottom of each seat, there's a USB port, as you'll see here in just a moment. And right there, you do see some oddities. You got those 2 additional seats. If you like them, great, that's additional seats. If not, you can take them out, put something in there. So that is this 2010 E450 coach that we have here at holidaycoachandauto.com. That's this first one. Going to keep things moving on to about 3 minutes and 31 seconds in the video here. The second one we've got up is this 2013 Ford E450. It also is here on our lot in North Carolina. It has a gas engine and an automatic transmission. This is more of your traditional style bus. As he's scrolling around there, you see the back. Inside, it has. There's looking at. You've got that leather seating. The leather seats. And the wood floor. Sorry, I got chopped up of these prices. Can't believe they're as low as they are. They were much higher, but we've been able to bring them down a little bit. This is 25 seats. That one odd seat there makes it 25. It was needed for a contract, but if you don't like it and want to take it out, you can do that. Be 24. Be consistent. If you're on this one, you may notice, Matt, if you can go down to the other picture where you're looking at the TV monitors, the ones on the right side show blue and the ones on the left show black. I can assure you that all of these TVs work. As I was going through and taking the pictures, I didn't know how to turn them on until after the fact. So, for the sake of I didn't turn them on all the time, but I attest to the fact that each and every one of these work. Which, as one of the buses, all the buses we sell here at holidaycoachandauto.com, we have trip-ready inspection, meaning that they, all the AVs, if there's TV, video, DVDs, all that stuff is guaranteed to work. That's just part of what we do, and we're proud to serve what we have. Everything we have is also DOT passed before we go. So that kind of wraps up this 2013 Ford E450. Matt, take us to the next one, if you would, sir. The next one's going to be the 98. There it is. Going to be the 98 MCI 102 GL3. Hey, Matt, got a question for you.
Yeah.
Why did the elephant not ride the bus?
No idea.
He couldn't get his trunk to fit.
Okay.
So I say that to transition from the shuttle bus into the larger buses, specifically this conversion. There's a lot more space. Even the shuttle, just going from the shuttle buses to this one, there's a space. But you have the space, you take out the seats. In this particular one, you can see somebody has lived in it, and they brought it back to us after they made a different life move came along. And in this one, it's unique, and it's got a wood stove there. So that's very, very unique about this one. You have some of the framing that's set up there. If you like it, you can keep going with that one. If not, you can take it down and go from there. But that is here on our lot in North Carolina. It has a Detroit engine and an Allison transmission. Had a couple of you come and check it out. We have some video series about conversions. We may be doing a live webcast here at some point in time. So, stay with our site and different things to see what we do. And we want to hear what your thoughts are on that one. So that'll transition into the fuller size coaches.
Yep.
So
before Jeremy goes to the next coach, one fun thing to say about this one is it does have the flooring insulation done on the roof and the flooring. But again, guys, you can strip this back down completely to just that flooring, just that roof, or strip it all the way back down. But the flooring is properly insulated as well as the roof, which can easily be inspected by two methods that we'll show you whenever you look at it. Of course, that stove, it can be removed. Patching the roof is not that difficult to do. We've actually got a couple quotes on doing that. It's a couple $100 to patch it, seal it, make sure that the leaks aren't there. So if you don't like that stove, I know a lot of people have said that, man, that seems like a fire hazard. Don't disagree with you. It can be pretty fairly easily removed. But yeah, just something to think about on that. Of course, you get a lot of spare parts with this one that were left behind whenever, like he said, someone was living in it. We did require them to gut it back out. They had it set up, I think, for about 5 or 6 kids, I believe. Obviously, that's not going to be everybody's traveling style, so we had them gut it back down to the studs just to open it up to more people. But that's that coach there. And we do have a sister coach to this one. The roof is not painted black and all of that, but it's a sister coach to this coach here, a 102 DL3. So we have 2 of them. It should be on the website here later this week, but it is available as well. And he's got a whole solar kit that he's pretty much throwing in on the coach for like 50% of that value. Then we've also got a Van Hool that's arrived around Christmas. We've got it queued into the shop. It'll be listed as well, but all 3 of them are gutted and ready conversion. I believe 2 of them have had the title switched to RV. We can get the other one switched, not a problem at all. Fairly easy to do in North Carolina. But yeah, so those are something to think about. And then Jeremy, wrap us up and take us out.
Thanks for bringing up. Yeah, one other thing on this one, Matt, that does come with the kitchen sink. It's in the storage bay and some extra tile.
It comes with everything, including the kitchen sink, as they say.
Yeah. All right, so Matt, the next bus is my favorite bus. I don't know if you believe it or not. This is my personal favorite bus. I say that not because I'm wearing brown or even have brown shoes today, but it's just because it's my personal favorite bus. It comes to us from a church, and they had 2 coaches, almost exactly alike. They sold the first one. They kept this one down. I spoke with many of you. You said you like this bus as well. The way that it looks on the outside, the interior, the exterior. It's a 1999 MCI 102 EL3 that has a Detroit engine, as Matt's scrolling through some pictures here, an Allison transmission. Another thing I like about this bus, and he went through it earlier, was that curved staircase. As you're going up into the staircase, he's showing this to us right now, it's so much easier, especially if you have older passengers, to go up the staircase. It's just a natural flow, an easier transition from getting on the bus to your seat. So having that spiral sort of staircase really does help. He showed a nice driver's area there, and there you're looking at the back of the front, now the toilet. So it's a really nice, really clean-looking unit. There's not a lot of bad things I can say about it. It's a workhorse. It's served them well, and I really haven't heard any complaints about it. I want that to be said about me, that I want complaints about me, so maybe that's why it's my favorite bus. I don't know. I just personally like this bus. Some people can't believe it, but, heck, just my personal bus. You want to bust me about that, Matt, or are you okay with that?
Yeah, no, I like it. And kind of tie into that, and I actually threw in an additional coach here by accident, but I'll talk about it. We got this 2000 MCI here. What you'll notice about both of these coaches before I show the pictures is the price. The original price on this coach is $40. The original price on the other coach is $35. These coaches are what these coaches were selling for just the middle to last year. The middle of last year, insurance companies, finance companies, I think they banded together whether they want to admit it or not, and basically, pretty much said 2,000 and older for charter bus companies. They want to see them off the road. So that kind of leaves churches, motorhome conversions, private use. Some charter bus companies are still having luck if they're, paying cash, most of them, and then they're having luck putting them on their insurance, but it's getting a little bit harder to do. But what that's done is for anybody that's a church or something like that, it's really made it much more affordable. In my opinion, it's below what you could scrap this bus for. And what I mean by that is the engine and the transmission. You could easily sell the engine for probably 10 to 15, the transmission for 5 to 10, some AC components for 2 or 3, the scrap metal of the bus for 3, the seats, TV, stuff like that. I mean, you've easily got over 35, 40 grand in just quick part out value, which these sellers are aware of. And they've both said that it takes time and money and resources to do that. And they want to focus on, obviously the charter bus company, focus on their charter bus company. The church, that's not their expertise, so they want to sell them whole. But, this charter bus company has said they won't go a penny lower because the engine and transmission, whenever one dies and one of their coaches, they're going to rip it out of this and part it out. So these prices are rock bottom. So a lot of people have been calling Jeremy and I saying, well, I've been watching this coach for a little while. The price keeps dropping. I'm just going to see how low it goes. This is how low it goes. These coaches will either sell for this price or they'll be parted out for more. So don't keep waiting.
I was going to interrupt you there, Matt, and say I've had so many people say the same thing I said previously to you off the video here. I had somebody call me and say, hey, I've been looking at that 99 MCI. Thought about buying it before, but it just seems to keep going lower and lower. And I have to tell them, look, this is as low as it's going to go. You're not going to get any lower than this. But we'll wrap that up because we're about 11 minutes into the video here and kind of go to the next one that you're showing us here.
Yep.
This 2000 MCI 102 EL3, Matt again made a great point about the price. These are about as low as they're going to go. This one came out $15,000. That's quite a bit of chunk of change. So yes, got power outlets. It's really nice there. And I'm just going to stop talking so Matt can go ahead and do his there.
We are not commission based, which a lot of salespeople are. That's kind of the structure of it, but we're not because at Holiday Coach Sales we find that we want to serve you at the highest level, whether you're buying a 2000 or a 1995 for $25,000, or if you're buying a 2019 for $425,000. I want myself as well as my sales team to be just as incentivized to sell you that $25,000 coach as the $425,000 coach. We want to serve you at the highest level each and every day on each and every sale. No matter what you're buying, you are equally important to us. Whether you're financing, paying cash, whether you're a startup, whether you're the largest company in the industry, we're here to serve each and every one of you at the highest level.
Yeah, I agree. And again, I was not making a joke. And, Matt takes care of me regardless. And I'm going to take care of you with any coach that you get. Some of you may not get a coach right away, but you've come back to us and got coaches later because you realize the care that we put in customer service and the care and quality we have for our coaches. So thank you for coming back to us, those of you who have bought later. So, Matt, go ahead and tell us about the second series of coaches.
Yeah, like I treat Jeremy like he's a brother of mine. Everybody that buys and sells a coach or does business, just like my employees, they're part of the Holiday Coach Sales family, and we thank you for being a part of the Coach Sales family. But guys, looking on the screen, you've got this 2007 Prevost H345. This coach here has a Detroit engine paired to an Allison transmission that was actually just recently replaced. I'd have to pull the folder, but I think it's got less than 10,000 miles on the replacement. So that's a really big bonus. The price on it's really nice as well. It's under $60,000. It is priced to sell. This coach is also unique in that it has 60 seats on it with the restroom still on board. Of course, these seats are on a seating track. So if you're thinking like I am, 56 is standard, that legroom might be a little bit less. That is correct. You do lose some legroom with that, but you can easily take the seats out, move them around. They're on a seating track. It's easily able to be done. But again, 2007 Prevost H345, biggest feature with this one is that transmission. Moving right on along, another 2007, another big benefit to this, and I say that because it's got the new front end on it. This front end right here, you may look like it looks like the more modern J today. That's because the new front cap was put on. This coach here is a 2007 MCI J4500, 56 passenger. Nice clean body exterior. You may occasionally see things like this here on the back of the coach where it looks a little weird. That is just Photoshop where we take off names and phone numbers because we blast these on all these third-party sites and everything. The sellers are using our services to sell the coach and they don't want to be bombarded with calls. We talk to some days, there's days that Jeremy and I talk to over 100 phone calls a day. A lot of the sellers, they can't do that and still run a business. But yes, looking at this, 2007, the interior floor has been replaced. That is a hardwood floor look. Let me zoom in a little bit there. It is a gray hardwood floor look, and then the interior seats were replaced as well. You see that a little better here in this photo where that hardwood style is. Then, of course, you do have the upgraded dash as well as a restroom on board. Most of the coaches are going to have power outlets and Wi-Fi enabled ready. We haven't been mentioning that, but almost all of the coaches I think we've shown you today, aside from maybe the 99 MCI, I think it had tray tables. It may have had power outs, but either way, it'll be on our website. Of course, ask Jeremy and I. We'll be glad to get you that information. Looks like Jeremy's got something to say.
Yeah, I was going to kind of make a joke there with the new floor that you're talking about and the 007, it being a 2007 007 on the outside. You're going James Bond style, Matt. You're going undercover with style. It's a nice bus.
No, I mean, you're definitely James Bond undercover with style with that new front end right there. I mean, guys, you can trick some people out. I mean, that looks like the front end of, I'm pretty sure, the one that we're going to see later on the 2019 MCI that we've got. That is a pretty current front end. I think it runs to current. But that's 007 right there. You can fool everybody, make them think you bought a brand new coach. That MCIs are running, I think, 600 plus now for a new one. So you can buy this one right here for, I think, what's the price on this one? This one here is priced at $79. So for under $80,000, you can look like a brand new coach, because I think they even switched out the taillights as well. But guys, let's carry on over to the next coach. It's a 2013 Prevost H345. A lot of the coaches on our lot, every coach on our lot actually gets a video. Coaches that are off-site in service until sold, it is hard to send videos and get those to be the right quality that you guys are used to. Files on your iPhones, Androids, that stuff films as if you're shooting a professional movie or a billboard. It's just the file sizes are huge, so it's hard to get people to be able to do that. But any coach on our lot, that is a benefit to that. Be sure to watch that. But coming along, 2013 Prevost H345. This is 2012 or newer, which all 2012 or newer will have DEF. So this coach is DEF and California compliant. The coach has a Volvo engine, Allison transmission, as well as ADA wheelchair lift accessible. So yeah, nice clean unit here. Looking at the engine here, looking at the exterior, nice body. Not really, I don't think I recall any body damage or anything like that, but if it is on a coach on our lot, just simply let us know. We'll pull it in, get it through the paint and body shop, we'll repair it. If it's off lot, just let us know. We'll try to get that worked in for you. But you are seeing the wheelchair lift here in the middle of the Prevost. You do unfortunately lose, most coaches only have 3 luggage bays, so you don't really miss that one. But on a Prevost, people are used to that 4th luggage bay right there, but you do lose about half of that with the wheelchair lift. You can store some stuff below it. Don't recommend storing stuff on it. They're very finicky sensor-wise, but you can store stuff under it when not in use. Then, of course, the driver area, nice hardwood floor, nice seats, nice seat belts, flat screen TVs, hardwood. I mean, what more can you ask for, guys? 2013 Prevost, restroom and on board. So, guys, check that one out. Next up, a 2016 Van Hool CX45. We've actually got a pair of these from the same fleet, a 2016 and a 2018. As well, coming this week, we're going to have some other, I think, 2015, 16, and 17s. They will be, I believe, TXs. So the touring model is what the T stands for. We'll have some of those coming in from a different fleet. But guys, 2016 Van Hool. And Jeremy, I think you got something to say.
Yeah, I was going to take this opportunity to point out how this is an example of how we listen to what you're saying. Many of you had contacted me, and at one point in time, the only Van Hools we had were in the 2004-2005 range, and we had that 2007. And this recent acquisition of the one he's showing us around now, there you got the toilet in the backs, that just shows how we're able to go out and get what you guys tell us that you want. We didn't have it, but now from listening to what you're telling us, we do. So, I mean, this just shows the fact that we try to get what you tell us. Go ahead, Matt.
100%. No, I mean, we listen to you guys. We try to keep a pretty diverse inventory. I mean, we're carrying, I believe, I don't want to misquote myself, but I believe we are carrying the largest passenger coach inventory in the country, all on one website, all under one ownership group. I think we're sitting at 50 coaches right now. By the time of this showing the video, I think we'll be approaching 55 by tomorrow, and then we'll be possibly over 60 by the end of next week. But guys, we try to build the most diverse inventory for as far as coach sizes, coach makes and models, coach price ranges, coach ages. We're trying to have at least a coach for every single person. So if you don't see what you're looking for, let us know. We do have a lot of operators in our network, past clients, either on the buying or selling side. We go out, we try to find that coach that you're looking for with one of them. And a lot of, not a lot, but we do sell coaches off market to where they never hit our website. It's just somebody called in, say, hey, I want, right now I don't have a 2005 Setra. I know a guy right now I could probably get it from. So we can find what you're looking for, whether you see it or not. There's a place on our website for that to fill out, do that. But hey, just pick up the phone, call me and Jeremy. We're good old Southern guys. We love talking on the phone. We talk in this video. We said we were going to try to keep it under 20 minutes. I doubt we did. But give us a call. We'd love to talk to you. We'd love to help you out. But yeah, 2016 Van Hool. This coach here does have the Detroit Allison. I think we've got a couple with the Cummins Allison if you're a Cummins fan. And then we'll have a couple with the Detroit as well. Another way we keep a good mix. We try to keep a good mix of engines, transmissions, and all that. Everybody likes differences. But guys, wrapping up, we're going to finish out with the big shebang. One of the newest coaches we've ever sold. It's just one of the newest coaches. I mean, it's a 2019, so it's less than 5 technical years old. I think now, of course, it's over 5 model years. But one very new coach. Less than 200,000 miles. I think it's right at 190, somewhere like that. And speaking of miles, we don't put mileage on all of our listings on the website. We do require a price on any coach we list. We do come up with that price, not the seller. We have a big algorithm that helps us determine what the price is on the coach based on previous sales of ours or others, current listings online of ours or others, and many other data points to help us come up with the price. We just think not putting a price is shady. But not putting miles on these newer coaches, we could, but then they have to develop the website to not show it on the older ones, because older coaches, the ECMs, odometers, it's very common for those to die, get replaced, roll over, whatever have you. I don't ever want to lie to you guys, and I don't want my staff to, so I don't ever want to misspeak without giving the disclaimer of this is what we see and we know, but it could be different from reality. We just don't have the fact without records from new. So that's why we don't put mileage on our website. I know a lot of people try to talk junk and say we're being shady. We're actually doing it to be opposite of that. We're doing it so we can have genuine conversations to tell you this is the mileage as we know it and why we know it and how we know it, and give you our opinion on if we think it's real or not. But on these newer coaches, we can give you mileage pretty freely. We're going to text it to you. But this coach here, under 200,000 miles, 2019 MCI. It does have a wheelchair lift, as you see. Great shape, coach. Again, some photoshopping here where we had to take a name and phone number off, I believe. Paint on it's perfect. There's no errors whatsoever. Got your red Cummins engine. I know a lot of you guys on the newer MCIs are dying for some Cummins. We just went through a bunch of Detroits that were 16 to 18, and they were all Detroits. And everybody's wanting Cummins. Well, here you go. Here's a Cummins engine right here, paired to the Allison transmission, of course. Nice interior, leather headrest, cloth seats, seat belts, power outlets. I mean, the whole 9 yards. I mean, I don't know what more you could want. It's basically a brand new coach for, a couple $100,000 off. So yes, I mean that kind of wraps up the video. I think Jeremy's got something to say.
Yeah, I'll say a couple things about that, Matt. Go back inside. Go back 2 pictures. A couple things that make this bus interesting is you're looking at the seats right there. You see the seats are cloth, but the back have headrest. I've had some people say, hey, call me only if you get seats that have leather seats. This one does have the leather headrest, so that's something that not all the coaches have. Another thing you were talking about earlier, Matt, is different options that we have. We don't put the miles up and everything. Go ahead. You want to say something here, and I'll come back and finish what I was going to say.
Yeah. Before we moved on from the seats, I wanted to say, as far as the seats go, the leather seats don't hold up well. So I know a lot of guys, especially the companies coming over from the limo groups and stuff like that, a lot of them want all leather. But I will tell you, from a charter standpoint, unless you're carrying that type of clientele that's going to care for the coach like a limo, and I mean, some people don't care about the limo either. But the leather seats are not going to last as long. Cloth seats, you can easily get 10 years out of them before they need to be replaced. Leather seats, usually here 2-3 years, they start showing wear. By year 5, you're wanting to rip it out and redo it 90% of the time. So that is something to think about, is longevity, cost-wise. Replacing seats, you're looking at thinking about $8,000 or $9,000 for cloth and $10,000 to $15,000 for leather. And if you're replacing it double the amount, it adds up. And it's all about cost of doing business.
That's a great point. I was kind of going to say there was pro and con with that, but that's an excellent point. The second thing, talking about the limos that you're mentioning there, is the black on the outside. Some of you guys really like the outside being black because you think kind of the limo style Matt was talking about. It does have that being black, but some of you don't like black. You like more traditional white, so you can keep your fleet the same. One of the options that we have on any coach that we have is we can get it painted. If coaches don't have electrical, if they don't have AV, if they don't have, almost whatever, we can get that stuff put in. So
100%.
if you have a white bus and you want it, white, which already is white, so you wouldn't paint it the same color that it is. If you have a white bus and you want it blue, we can paint it blue. If you want black, we can do that. If you have a black one here, we can paint it white. Go ahead, Matt. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, what he's saying is we can paint any color that you see. We can make it a different color, any color you want, vice versa. Door jams, all that. We'll make it look factory. A lot of you guys want power outlets on the older coaches, and some of them have it, some of them don't. We can get that put on. I've got a contact, I think, that charges around $2,000 to do that. I think they will even travel to you for a fee. Same for seats. A lot of the seating companies will travel to you, or we can pair it up with another company. But yeah, I mean, pretty much coaches are customizable. Anything that you guys want, we could probably make happen. We are one of the, like we talked about, having the largest coach network, by networking with our sellers. We also have a large network of financing partners, insurance partners, different various partners for accessories and things like that. Guys, I mean, we're putting together one of the biggest networks in the country when it comes to coach sales. We want to be where one call truly does it all, which is our motto on our website, but also bringing honesty and transparency to coach sales is our more important motto. But where one call truly does it all is I want to be an equally important motto. We want to be your go-to for anything in the used coach industry, be it buying, selling, brokering, signing, financing, insurance, consulting. Guys, I don't want to take up your whole night, but we truly want to do it all for you because we value you as a client. When you grow, we grow. So give us a call at 336-808-0320. Visit us at holidaycoachsales.com and let Jeremy and I know what we can do. And Jeremy, you want to close us out? You got anything else to say?
Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys watching. I know we're coming up about 30 minutes here total in the video, so thank you for sticking through us. Give us a call, 336-808-0320. Our site, like he said, holidaycoachinauto.com. Like, share the video. Tell us what you like, what you don't like. As I was telling you with the Van Hools that we were telling about and showing you earlier, we do pay attention to what you guys are saying. So let us know what you want more of so we can be more of what you want. So that's it from me, Matt. You want to take it home?
Comment below. Let us know what you liked in this video. If you liked seeing this kind of thing. If you didn't, like I said, we're probably going to do at least 5 more of these unless we just get feedback of don't do one again. We're probably going to do at least 5 more to cover all of our inventory, 10 coaches at a time. We're going to try to talk a little bit less to keep the videos down to 15 to 20 minutes. But, man, that's hard for me and Jeremy because we love talking to each other. We love talking to you guys, and we just love interacting. So give us a call, 336-808-0320. Make us too busy to do these videos. Let's sell some coaches this year. 2025 is going to be great. Let's make it the greatest year you've ever had, and we can do that together. Look forward to helping you out. 336-808-0320, holidaycoachsales.com. Guys, until next time, have a good evening.
Holiday Coach Sales does it all. Buying or selling, you've got to call 336-808-0320. Insurance and finance, we can do that too. Don't do